what I have learned about myself is that I love building things. I love being a trailblazer. So that was really important to me. So being able to go in there and having the license to enact changes, really, really important. What I learned is that I'm not a good maintainer. Once it's been built, once it's humming, once it's like, I don't really like coasting. I want to go on to the next fire or the next thing that needs to be built. So that was a big learning for me. And that was really what kept prompting me to go and do new things. So if something needed to be fixed, if something needed to be built, it really, really appealed to me. Not to say that there weren't many times when, an opportunity may have come up, or I looked at it and said, here's great potential that we have here if we were to do X, Y, and Z. Many times I had this pit in my stomach because I was like, I don't know if I'm qualified to do this. I don't know if I can do this. But if there's one regret I don't have is I did plow through that, and I did have the courage to try to take it on and see what happens.
Yeah, it's so interesting you say that about being identifying, or maybe that was my word, identifying as a builder, because I've also realized that in my journey that I get really passionate. I get a lot of energy. I transfer a lot of energy to people when it's building. When it comes to farming, though, I forget you maintaining. I'm not interested. I've just found that about myself.
And thank God there are really good farmers out there, right? I mean, because God knows that, those farmers are needed.
That's so true. At what point would you say that you realized in your, in your journey that you were leaned more towards building than farming?
You know what? That's a really, really, really great insight. I think it was, I would get very, very excited when I would see like an untapped opportunity, and I kept gravitating to that. And not to say that I didn't have an appreciation for what has to happen to keep maintaining things, but that's where I used to sit there and say, I'm not getting as excited, I'm not, and it was ensuring that everything was still running is absolutely one of the most important things. But I said, okay, this is where I have a lot of passion, and it seems as if I'm doing a good job, and I do well, then why not have that be my thing, and the value that I will add when I go to any particular department or function. But it was a lot of soul searching. I got to say, I used to always envy people that knew exactly who they wanted to be or what they wanted to be when they grew up, because that was certainly not me. I was very, very conflicted. If you would have told me 20 years ago that one day I'd be leading a lighting company or I'd be in investor relations, I would have said, that's crazy. I mean, that's never anything that I intended to do. And there's others that, they go to business school. As an example, they say, I want to be a CFO. And that is a little bit more of a defined career path. So they know, the 6, 7, whatever steps there are to do that. I never had that. So it was a blessing and a curse, I would say. In some ways it was a curse because I get frustrated and say, what's my end game? What do I want to do? But it was a blessing in that I was like, oh, I'll try a little bit of everything and see what sparks my energy.